Hello everyone. You all are aware about our Indian history and struggle for freedom. You also must be having the idea about our national leaders like Mahatma Gandhi, Subhash Chandra Bose, Dadabhai Naoroji, Lokmanya Tilak, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, Bhagat Singh, and many more such freedom fighters who sacrificed their lives to free India from the British rule. So today we will begin with the lesson on emergence of nationalism in India. In this lesson, we will also learn about how and when this feeling of nationalism was developed among the Indians. Introduction. Now, what is nationalism? Nationalism is the loyalty, the love, and devotion for your own country. Now, how was this feeling of nationalism developed among the Indians? Indians imbibed nationalism because of Western education. During those days, the Britishers had started with the Western education, that is English education. With this, Indians had learnt about the principles of liberty, equality, and the right of the people to form their own government. Emergence of nationalism was when the people realized that they were ruled and dominated by the foreign rulers in their own country. There was religious and political interference by the foreign rulers, and they were also exploited in their own country. Now, what was the impact of this Western education and the English language? And how did the leaders from different parts of India share their common ideas? It was due to the spread of English education which brought the educated Indians from different parts of the country on the same platform. As India being a diversified country with different languages, dialects, religions, as you all know, India from north to south, the people speaking in the north is different, the language in the south is different, the languages in the east and the west are completely different. But what brought them together? It was the English language that became the only communicating language of the leaders from different parts of the country, as they all shared the common idea to free India from the British rule. Now let us see the background. The British traders formed the East India Company in 1600. Initially they came to India as traders, but gradually succeeded as rulers till 1947. As you all know, on 15th August 1947, India became independent and acted as an agent of British imperialism in India. That was from the early 18th century to the mid of 19th century. Why did they come to India? Do you have any idea why did they come to India? They came to India as traders, right? It was because of the fine qualities of cotton and silk produced in India and the spices that attracted the European trading companies to India. East India Company established factories and asked for concession from native rulers to intensify their trade activities. They wanted to expand their trade. So for that, they asked for concession from the native rulers. But the East India Company took advantage of this concession. And what they did was, they did not pay any tax or revenue to the local government. The company expanded its trade, created large profits, but in return, the Indian peasants became poor and the Indian economy also suffered. Later, when the Bengal Nawabs refused to grant the company concessions and stopped their fortification activities, as they didn't have the permission, there arose the conflicts between the Bengal Nawabs and the East India Company. Here now the situation became alarming when the British East India Company waged wars against some powerful rulers and started annexing their kingdoms. Now we will see what happened in the Battle of Plassey. The Battle of Plassey was fought on 23rd June 1757 between Sirajud-Dowlah, that time he was a Nawab of Bengal, and between Robert Clive. The company now wanted a puppet ruler who could willingly give them trade concessions and other privileges. In Sirajud-Dowlah's army, there was a commander, Mir Jafar, who did not fight at all during the battle and gave wrong instructions to the soldiers because Clive had managed to secure his support by promising to make him the next Nawab after defeating Sirajud-Dowlah. And as promised, Clive made Mir Jafar the next Nawab after the decisive defeat of Sirajud-Dowlah. The Battle of Plassey was the first major victory the company won in India. It gave them a strong hold in the country. That is, it paved the way for the beginning of their empire in India. This way, the British established his empire. Now we will talk about the Battle of Buxar. Now these two battles are very important in the Indian history. The Battle of Buxar was fought on 23rd October 1764 between the forces of the East India Company and the combined army of Mughal rulers, that is Mir Qasim, the Nawab of Bengal, the Mughal king Shah Alam II and Sujauddaulah. The victory gave the British East India Company the right to collect Diwani. What is this Diwani? It is the revenue in the form of taxes. From where did they collect? From Bengal, Bihar and Orissa provinces. The Britishers now, on being appointed the Diwans of the provinces of Bengal, the East India Company acquired greater power and authority. And the trade was fully controlled by the East India Company. East India Company used these revenues from India to finance its own expenses, which led to the economic exploitation of India. This was all about the introduction and the background of the lesson. Thank you all.